Thursday with Ace. Hey, everybody. Well, 2024. It's going to be an interesting year, in my opinion. It's going to be a year that the WHO will try and pull the fucking commie lockdown while they hide behind the culture of face. Like a lot of these ones pushing this bullshit on everything from the UN. And that they're going to push this lockdown and proclaim that bird flu or some mutation mix of whatever they say linked to this bird flu, because Cambodia has been keeping track of it and they're getting more and more cases. And there's a lot of people going around feeling like they've been sick and continue to get sick. See, in my opinion, it's ASF mixed with like a bird flu or something, bioweapon designed using Craig Venter's Cynthia life form with his design and the computer, the 4 chemical system, and probably made in China. And that this thing they're going to pull out, and the reason it's moving down deeper in the lungs, it's like an ASF, which has its stages, and so they hope that it would run till now. They kept everything silent. They made sure the hospitals were weakened with the flood of humans, which will also need the hospitals as they get sick and as people panic, and they just want a mess. And I believe this year, 2024, will be a summer of rage. They will require that more or less martial law, police state type of lockdown on a lot of places. I believe that Canada will be destroyed, or the beginning of its destruction in 2024, to the point that it will no longer be Canada. I believe a third party has played the left and the right in this world, and they hide behind the culture of face. They hide behind where they can lie, they can say any shit, and if you question, or even if you hold facts before them, they will sit there behind this culture of face, and they will demand that they are truth and all else is misinformation, and they must be silenced because you cannot bring shame upon them. It's the culture of face from China. That's how the CCP gets away with enslaving the Chinese. This bullshit type of government cult mentality, and they play left and right in hopes that they would destroy their worlds, their comforts, their harmony to please this third party. And I believe that this year, Canada, it'll be in a bad way. And I think they got it bad way because they have trusted in the science of the government. And they were told that certain things were safe and effective. And they ran out. And they got this medical experiment over and over. And it's gonna destroy many. Because it's destroying them now. And if anyone watches Dr. John Campbell, he took it himself. He promoted it at first, and then he realized he was lied to also. And he's revealing the science and the truth behind it. And everybody, you can sit realizing that you've been played and you've been lied to by these people can be hard. Because it's almost like these Catholics that sit and they continue to sit in these places, even though some things, and it's like these ones that sit in Kenneth Copeland's church or other Benny Hinn services, like even after years of realizing these people are not preaching any truth and not truth of what Jesus just says and desires us to walk, yet they sit there, and if they'll ignore all else what is told to them by others, it's a demoralized state. and they stay there, not knowing what direction to go. But the direction to go is to break free, because there's freedom by cutting the chains of that culture of lies, that culture of face that plays the right and the left. It's like these ones like Donald Trump, until he repents of saying that that poke, that experiment was awesome, a miracle. I wouldn't trust him to promote anything else. Just saying. Because in my opinion, he hides behind the culture of face in admitting that he was wrong, that he was also played by others. For some reason, he wants to seem like he's infallible and he cannot be played, that all information is truth to him. I don't know. I hope one day he does say, hey, I was fucked over just like y'all, and I'm sorry. I'd have more respect for him then than I do right now, because it seems like he just doubles down on the bullshit that was done to humans. And any person that goes and is willing to throw aside this religion of government medical science and look at real science, go to Dr. John Campbell and watch his videos, because this year is going to be quite different. Because in my opinion, WHO is going to drag off the back burners and lock everything down and tell everybody that you got to start shitting yourself, because the spooky wookies, there's monsters out there, and they'll start, we'll then understand what the excess deaths are from. Then we'll understand what the mysterious sicknesses are. Because if there's no reason to have it on the back burner, they got their approval from these over 100 countries to take control of their health. Even the one in Alberta, the government shouldn't control your health decisions anymore. Yeah, that's a setup to say the WHO is going to tell you how you're going to do your health. Left and right played like fiddles. Along with the sickness, then there'll be war. Because hey, what's more, death? I think they're just going to run her right to the doom. Doesn't matter what sides in Israel say what. It doesn't matter what the UN says. It's all for show. Everything is being fully driven to doom. And in my opinion, they're going to play it that Russia has done some space nuke on Ottawa, Canada, and vaporize the Parliament building, because they can say that, Putin wants to denazify the world. And in his opinion, that government was a bunch of Nazis. And he had his little space nuke satellite, which Russia says we don't have any of that. That is misinformation, but hey, we can't critically think, because the left and the right are played by this third party, leading us like Pied Pipers off to World War III, so that we all nuke each other and we drive the world into doom, in hopes that this Kabbalah 1666 cult, resting in Israel and in the Chinese government and in the UN and other governments, will have their Messiah, and they'll sit back and they'll drink their champagne and grind their teeth and believe that they're the lords of all over the world, and everybody beneath them will just be smart enough to work the machines and dumb enough to take the orders forever and ever. Oh yeah, the cult wants their Messiah, and they will kill you all happily to reach that point, because it's not about you, it's about the greater good in their mind. But they're a Babylonian cult. It's that mystery Babylon, for those that have read the Bible and that reference, the mystery Babylon. It is that, and it's disappearing. It's not the kingdom that will rise and rule. It's not the clay and iron. They're gonna go, and they will be removed very easily by Jehovah. But before that, people have to start critically thinking and try and get your vitamin D3 and your vitamin C's and your different supplements and have them and take them regularly, because these people are really wanting to remove you off the face of the earth, because it's the fallen one. The dragon knows that its time is short, and its desire is to make sure none of you repent and just vaporize you all into forever, and in hopes that you all hate each other enough to destroy yourselves because the other person didn't think like you or seen things the way you seen them. So you must destroy them. And that's what this cult wants for you, to destroy each other. And so 2024 is going to be the summer of rage. It's going to be the year. It's going to be the year the foolish and the wise wake up. I hope so. Because there's a lot of believers that are walking abroad the road, very lukewarm, thinking that they're riding hot. But I blame the shepherds for that. But Yahweh promised that in the great Exodus, when he gathers Judah and Israel and makes them one, at first they are ashamed of their ways. But out of his mercy he will change them, their heart, their spirit, and pour out his spirit fully upon them and make them one. And they will be a people unto him, and he will be God unto them. It will be a different time for those gathered. So walk as the wise walk, as Yeshua Jesus said. It's 2024. It's going to get real interesting. Real interesting. Stay safe. And hey, beautiful. I hope you had an amazing day. And I love you. Later.